Hey there, fellow brain explorers. Are you tired of the endless brain fog, struggling memory, and feeling like your mental potential is locked away? Well, get ready, because I'm about to introduce you to a program that's here to break those barriers and unlock your superior brain health capabilities. Intrigued? So you have a choice to make. You can either click on the link in the description to bid farewell to brain fog now, or you can keep watching the video and discover the transformative journey ahead. Get ready to say goodbye to frustration and hello to a superior brain health, enhanced memory, and the mental wellness you've been craving. Buckle up, because this journey is going to reshape the way you think and live. Ever wished you could break free from brain fog, sharpen your focus, and remember even the tiniest details effortlessly? Well, that's exactly what Superior Brain Health is all about, a comprehensive program designed to guide you towards a smarter and superior brain health. Think of it as your ultimate toolkit for superior brain health empowerment. You'll dive into techniques that are as effective as they are intriguing. Imagine having access to a complete checklist that simplifies your brain-boosting journey, a mind map that paints a clear path to cognitive enhancement, and engaging audios and videos that bring your superior brain health training to life. And the best part? This program doesn't just stop at boosting brain power. You'll discover the secrets of emotional intelligence, delve into the fascinating world of nootropics, and gain insights into superior brain health dietary changes. It's an all-encompassing guide that sets you on the path to superior brain health. So, are you ready to unlock your brain's potential? Don't wait, because the link to this transformative program is right there in the description below. It's time to embark on a journey that could change the way you think, learn, and live. Get ready to optimize your brain, boost your memory, and experience the mental wellness you've been longing for. Click that link in the description, and let's dive into superior brain health together. Get started now, transform your brain health.
You know, as someone who wants to taper off caffeine, I'm not doing a very good job. Having an espresso machine right next to my desk is very dangerous and probably a stupid idea. So you know what's pretty crazy? The human brain is pretty crazy. It's such a fascinating machine and we barely have scratched the surface of what it's capable of. But for that very reason, we don't really understand it fully. Like, why is it that some days it seems like our friend, like we're full of confidence, full of energy, witty, sharp as a tack, while other days it feels like our enemy? You know, you feel lethargic, you feel sluggish, feels like someone just poured over a vat of molasses over your brain and it's just slowing down all the gears of your mind. And on these days, it seems to completely sabotage our ability to focus or remember in the short term, or even the long term. Basically, it just screws over our brain completely. This dilapidated state is often referred to as brain fog, and according to the internet, is characterized primarily by a lack of mental clarity, inability to focus, and a decreased function of working memory. But why does this happen, and how can we prevent it? Over the past couple of years, I've been trying to answer this question, because brain fog sucks, especially if you have an important meeting or a date, or you're interacting with people a lot of the time, or you have to solve a problem. A lot of days you can't afford to be in this state of brain fog. You're presenting to the world like the worst possible version of yourself, and it's annoying. So in this video, we're gonna go over 3 powerful strategies to clear up that mental bleh. We're gonna go over 3 reasons why you probably have brain fog and how to fix them. How to fix them. Gotta catch them all. Factor number 1 is overstimulation. I think it was Tim Ferriss who said that we live in a digital environment where attention is currency. All these different companies, all these different websites, these advertisers, they want your attention because they can monetize it. Whenever you click on something, somebody gets paid. Whenever you watch something, somebody gets paid. Even on this channel, I have ads before my videos, unless you have ad blocker and turned it off. If that's the case, that's fine. I'm not picky about it. I'm making like $6 off these videos anyways. Moral of the story is everybody wants wants your attention. What this means for you is if you spend a lot of time on the internet and around screens, inevitably your attention is going to be completely dispersed in 1,000 different directions. And if you spend a long enough time doing this, you start to get used to having your attention fragmented. YouTube is a perfect example of this. Clickbait on YouTube is so powerful because of something called supernormal stimulus. I'll put a link in the description to my favorite comic on this. There's actually, I don't read comics too often, but there's actually a really good comic on supernormal stimulus, what it is and how you can fix it, or not fix it, it's just a phenomenon. It's a psychological phenomenon. Improvement Pill has a YouTube channel called The Dopamine Fast, or it's about a dopamine fast. It talks about having a single day where you drink nothing but water and you don't intake any information. You can only output information. This is obviously a very extreme example, and if you don't live like a Shaolin monk, you probably have errands to run on a Saturday, so you probably don't have time to do nothing all day, like a scheduled day where you do nothing. But it is a really cool concept, and I still think you should check the video out. But what I think is a lot more practical of a solution is to practice meditation. I know I talk about meditation all the time, but it's so powerful in this day and age because people can't sit still with themselves for more than 5 minutes. And it trains you to collect this scattered focus of yours and redirect it into doing something super boring. What's more boring than sitting there by yourself doing nothing? And after you develop this muscle of being able to do that, you can focus on conversations better. You'll be able to focus on a math problem. So reducing social media use, bad screen time, and learning how to meditate, or just focusing on doing something slower paced for an extended period of time, you will train yourself to stop being so scattered, so foggy, so in your head, and really focus in on what's in front of you, and it'll help with your brain fog a lot. So one of the best ways to clear up that brain fog and become more present and focused and dialed in is to prevent being scattered in the first place. Say you have to write a paper and the deadline is 1 month from now. You have some clear days where you could work on your paper, but you say to yourself, oh, it's due a month from now. I can definitely do it 3 weeks before. And then 3 weeks before comes and you're like, I can do it 2 weeks before. Every time you do that, you're not forgetting about this deadline. You're just giving it to your subconscious to worry about. And the more things your subconscious has to worry about, the more scattered you become. Just because it isn't on the front lines of your brain and the thing that you're actively thinking about all the time, you're still thinking about it. Subconsciously, you're worrying about it. And the more things you give to your subconscious to worry about, the worse your brain fog gets. So just get it done so you don't have to worry about it anymore and you can just focus on the task at hand. So tip number 1 is don't procrastinate. And tip number 2 is to write down your goals, objectives, and tasks. Say you meet a friend on the street that you haven't seen for a while, and you catch up, you have a great conversation, and they say, hey, let's meet up Tuesday afternoon and let's grab lunch. And you say, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I'll see you then. And then you depart. You depart. I said that archaically. You depart from each other. Write that down. Schedule it in, set a reminder on your phone so that you can forget about it. Don't give it to your subconscious to have to worry about. You're just gonna be thinking, Tuesday afternoon, I've got a dinner date. Tuesday afternoon, I've got a lunch date with Kevin. And that makes your attention to everything else for that entire week reduced because you're just gonna be thinking about this lunch date with Kevin, you have to remember. This is dumb. Every time that you have a task to do, every time you have something scheduled, you agree to something, write it down, set a reminder on your phone so that you can forget about it. It'll free up mental RAM and it'll bring your subconscious soup you have going on. It'll reduce the ingredients of that soup, giving you a nice clear broth that will help your brain operate better. It's so hot in here. I look terrible. Holy. Take it from somebody who has struggled through anxiety his entire life, has pretty much conquered it. Not having things to worry about completely reduces your anxiety. Not completely. I can't diagnose you and say like, oh yeah, if you schedule your day, your anxiety disorder will go away. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you're doing yourself a lot of favors if you become more organized, you don't procrastinate, and you have less things to worry about in general. So tip number 2 is all about being on top of things. Okay, factor number 3 is general health. This one's not gonna be a long one. There's a million videos on how to optimize your health. Going to sleep, on time, waking up at a decent hour, getting enough sleep, all that, yada, yada, yada. I have a million videos about sleep. Actually, I probably only have 2, whatever. For most people, that means between 7 and 9 hours of sleep per night, or 7.5 and 8.5 hours of sleep per night. Stay hydrated, eat good food, and exercise. Everybody knows these things, but almost nobody does all of them correctly. So if you feel like you've tried everything to reduce brain fog and you haven't tried to optimize your health, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. And the biggest one of all of these, probably in my experience, is getting exercise. There's a video from a channel called What I've Learned about the cognitive benefits of exercise. In this video, he talks about how whenever someone talks about the benefits of exercise, they talk about reduced heart disease and maybe the ability to, not get a stroke when you're older. It's all, basically, exercise isn't sold very well. Almost nobody talks about the cognitive benefits that you receive from exercise. If exercise was sold in a pill, it would be the best-selling pill ever. If exercise was sold in a pill, it would be the closest thing to NZT48 you could possibly find. I've started weightlifting 5 days a week over the past couple of weeks, and I'm gonna continue to do so, mostly because it makes me feel amazing. And I'm not even talking about my bodily energy, I'm talking about my mental energy. I'm on the ball these days. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sick these days. I attribute a lot of that to exercise. My diet hasn't changed much. I've been eating more protein and I've been staying hydrated, but there's something about exerting yourself every single day. It's almost like your body and mind learn that you're an energetic person and it gives you all this energy for free. It's amazing. So that's about it, guys. If you take all 3 of these factors into account, I guarantee you, unless there's something seriously wrong with you and you need to see a doctor, your brain fog will significantly reduce. You'll become a focused tiger, 10 times more attractive, 5 times more focused, 3 times more productive, and 1 times more yourself, and probably less friends because they'll all be jealous. Okay, guys, before you go, I have relaunched my Patreon. By being my patron, not only do you get to support the channel and help me make better ideas videos, but you help me make better videos in general. All you need to be is a $1 patron to unlock my vlog. But there are 2 more tiers of rewards. If you become a tier 2 patron, the doer, you unlock the bi-weekly live stream, which is specifically dedicated to answering your questions live in front of the camera. You might also get to see me play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or Fortnite or whatever you guys suggest. It's a rarity. I don't play very many video games these days, but it could happen. And the final tier, if you become a level 3 patron, you're just the greatest human being who ever lived. I would appreciate you like no one else. I would favor your opinion over everyone else's. I would love you more. It's basically just a really good gig for you. I also am guaranteed to record a heartfelt thank you message addressed directly to you, and I'll include your name in the description of every single video. So click the link and you enjoy some of the coolest benefits that you've ever experienced on a YouTube channel. And finally, if you're not part of the Facebook group already, it's one of the most boppin' Facebook groups I've ever been a part of. People are posting all the time. We have a group chat, people are casually asking questions. It's fantastic. The link for that is in the description as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Click that link in the description, and let's dive into superior brain health together. Get started now, transform your brain health.